Hey there guys, this is Robin Hood, and today I am bringing you some information regarding my subscriber tournament that I'm going to be hosting here soon. But real quickly, I'm going to tell you guys what you are seeing in the background. This is, of course, Rome 2 Total War, and this is a 3 versus 3 where it was myself, Indie Pride, and my friend Superman Guy, each of us playing as one of the new nomadic factions. So I'm playing as Royal Scythia here. And the core thing of this is that it's all horses. So, yeah, all we have is cavalry because that's what the nomadic factions do. And our opponents are playing as Rome, Macedon, and the Seleucid Kingdom there. And yeah, this was just kind of an interesting replay. It's really hectic because it is purely cavalry. So there's not really a lot to say about it except that we really just kind of swarm everything. Which, yeah, you can see our massive cavalry horde's gonna just move as quickly as we can and wrap around all of that. So, here are these Seleucid troops. But real quickly, I'm gonna go ahead, put this at a place where you guys can kind of see what's going on, and I'll show you some close-ups and stuff here soon. But, when Total War Rome 2 first released, I had planned on, within a week of it releasing, doing a huge tournament for the release of the game where I would cast all of the battles. That obviously did not happen, and the reason for that was because, if you guys saw like my second video I uploaded, battle replays were corrupted. So the actual replay files of the battles, which is, this is what you're watching now is a replay, did not actually work out and end the way that they were supposed to, the way that they actually did. So with me casting all of the battles based off of the replays, if none of them turned out correctly, then that ended up being just a major waste of time. So we didn't do that, and recently they added the 5th patch to the game, which included these factions here, and also fixed the replay bug. So now my tournament will be going forward. Now I have had to rehost it completely though because all of the people who originally joined it, one, it's been a while since, you know, we've been in contact with anything like that, since it has been so long since this patch did not, or this bug did not get fixed until recently. So basically also a lot of the people in that group found out that they could not actually run the game on their computer. So I've rehosted it. There's a new sign-up sheet. Instead of 64 people, just for ease here, it's going to be 16 people, and I'm planning on hosting quite a few of these tournaments. That's why we're putting it down to 16. Maybe I'll do a big one for the holidays, and you can see the Macedonian companion cavalry here getting surrounded and destroyed by my Scythian royal horse with their cool helmets on the horses. There's all my archers, and Rome here is kind of going into the trees. They're all in testudo to try to protect themselves from the arrows there. That guy not being so lucky. But basically, yeah, 16 people. I'll host quite a few of these tournaments. So in short here, I'm going to quickly show you guys how to join. And as of right now, there are only 3 spots left because when I put up this thread, I have not had time to actually make the video. But basically, there is a link in the video description to my subscriber Steam group. You go here, you join the group, go to the discussion section, and right here, sign up. And as you can see, a few people have already said they're in, and when I counted, there are 3 spots left, so you guys can hopefully get in on that if you want to participate. And once again, if you can't, don't worry that there is going to be more of these that I will host. But basically, once you've signed up, you just comment saying you're in, and I will have the bracket out hopefully really soon here, because once again in discussions, there's this other thread here that I started, and these are all the rules and regulations. So basically, here's where I'm going to put the link to the bracket as soon as I have all of the people signed up for the tournament. And yeah, you guys can kind of see on the sides the cavalry running in the background. But basically, there's going to be 16 participants, and it's going to be single elimination. So each round you have one match, whoever wins that moves on, and the final match for first and second place, as well as the third place match, will be best 2 out of 3 games, so it gets a little more interesting at that point. Now, the start date is going to be Saturday, November the 9th, which is actually going to be this next weekend here coming up soon. So that is not this Saturday, but the next Saturday from the day I am uploading this video actually. And each round will be a full week, so you have time to schedule your match with your opponent due to different time zones and everything. This isn't going to be like one of those one-day tournaments. And then this here is the really important section. This is submitting replays. And I will actually show you guys this at the end of this video here, of the replay that is, but each replay will be sent to me so that I can upload it and put it on my channel. Now I'm gonna insert a clip here in a second showing you guys how to actually send me the replays, for those of you that may not know how to find the actual file on your computer, just to help out. But basically the format, which I show you in the little segment coming up, is you're gonna label your replay your gamertag versus your opponent's gamertag, and then the round number of the match, so that when I get the replay, it's very obvious to me who's fighting who and what round it is. And you'll send that to my YouTube email, robinhood2109@gmail.com. And it's a really small file, easy to send through email. Then I've got the tournament rules, and once again, you guys can come and ask any of this, or even just come look at this this little thread here, which I highly encourage. But basically, in short, all battles will be fought on large funds and large unit size. Maps are determined by the participants, so I don't have any set maps for you guys. You work out with your opponent who will host the match, and then just randomly select somewhere on the map there. All factions are allowed, but the limitations are max 6 of the same unit, max 8 cavalry total, unless you are playing as one of the nomadic factions, which, as you can see here, a lot of cavalry. And basically what you guys have missed, this was just for when I was talking about certain things, but a ton of people just getting absolutely crushed by cavalry here. But basically, like I was saying, unless you're playing as the nomadic factions, max 8 cavalry, max 6 missile cavalry, and that goes inside of the max 8 cav. So if you bring 8 cav, only 6 of them could be missile cavalry. I don't want any spam there. No artillery units, max 2 elephants or chariot units, and as I've said, for example, you can play with 1 elephant and 1 chariot, not 2 elephants and 1 chariot. And no red line camping. So pretty simple there. And real quickly here, I am going to go ahead and splice in the part where we are going to show you how to actually submit those replays, and then we'll bring you back to this battle. Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and show you, for those of you that don't know, how to actually find the folder that your replays are saved in so that you can send me the file. And once again, that file will be sent to my YouTube email address, robinhood2109@gmail.com. And also, all of this information can be found in the forum section that I showed you earlier in my subscriber Steam group. But first thing, what you're going to want to do is, if you've never done this before, you might as well check this. Whoops. You want to go to Control Panel here, and then System and Security. And then on the left, your Appearance and Personalization. And once again, this here is for Windows 7. I don't know how exactly this works on Windows 8 or previous versions of Windows, but it should be about the same. If you can get to your control panel, this should all be right here. And then under folder options, you should see show hidden files and folders. You're going to click that. And under general, you should have show all folders checked. And then in view, here you can see hidden files and folders, show hidden files, folders, and drives, and that should automatically be selected once you have this clicked. But that allows you to see your app data folder, which is where this actually is. So now you click your little start menu. click your name, your user, whatever your computer's titled as, and then somewhere in here should be this folder, which is slightly faded compared to the others because it's one of the hidden folders that you just made visible or already had visible if you guys had already had that selected. So you're going to double click that. You're going to go into roaming, and you'll have a ton of programs here. It'll vary depending on what you have on your computer. And down here, the Creative Assembly. So you're going to click that. It's got all the Total War games. Once again, this could have more or less depending on the number of games you have on Steam here. These are the Total War games I have on Steam. And then Rome 2 there. And then there's a lovely folder right here called Replays. So you can see number 2, number 3. All of these are what I named my replays. And also, if you have a great autosave replay that you forgot to save, you go here. And I'll just show you guys this anyways. Whoops. And you go ahead and type in a name. And now that replay is saved for as long as you want it to be until you go ahead and delete it. But basically these files, you can see they're all really small. This one here was decently long, so it's like 500 kilobytes, sorry, but the other ones are all in between 100 and 200. This one's 300. Either way, really small files, no trouble at all to send. So send me that and I'll show you guys once again how to name the replays. So say this was the first round of the tournament, it would be if I fought a battle, Robin Hood 2109 versus Bob, and then dash round 1. So now you can see that's very easy for me to read. First round of the tournament, and it is this player versus that player. But anyways, guys, that's what you do. So that's the folder you need to go to actually send in the email there. Besides that, I will take you guys back to the other part of the video now. Okay, guys, so we are back. That was how you submitted the replays. And once again, if you have any questions or anything, comment them on this video or in the discussion section of my group. Here we're looking at some Praetorian Guard charging at my cavalry, which is a futile attempt. They're not going to be able to catch them. And over here, you can see Macedonia getting absolutely sandwiched, along with a Roman unit in here by all of these cataphracts of the nomadic tribes. So yeah, these poor guys are completely surrounded by cavalry. That's not going to end well. And some of the cav has dismounted. Don't know why those guys are on foot, but they are. And you can look at that giant mess there, yeah. So all of these guys running about. This unit of Praetorians getting shot down by these horse archers here. Same with these guys here. Yeah, you can see the men dropping. All of those horse archers are very effective. And at this point, can see it's pretty much just Rome left, and everyone's really spread out. He's got some tough units left, but against all of our cavalry and how spread out his men are, there really is no chance. Like right here, this unit is about to just get absolutely sandwiched in there. I accidentally went on the wrong cab unit. I meant to select the one actually charging in, but once again, can see these guys now completely surrounded, so there's just not a whole lot to be done. But like I was saying, when I'm uploading this, as of right now, there's only 3 spots left in this tournament. I will be hosting more, probably right as soon as this tournament is over, and I'll post another video, you know, then. But go ahead and join the discussions group, and I will start another thread here soon just for future tournaments for people who are interested in that. So then, you know, you can check and see if that's updated. And one thing I forgot to show in the discussion section, to actually figure out when something new is posted about a future tournament, I'm going to unsubscribe to the forum, but you literally just click this button, and then in your little updates up here, it'll tell you if I post a new discussion in there. And that is the end of that replay. And there you can see, there once again is the example. That's the auto-resolve battle that I did, that I renamed in that short clip on my desktop, showing you guys this is what it should look like. Your opponent, or your name versus your opponent's name. And obviously down here you can see that that clearly was not who I was fighting, just an example. And the round number. Besides that, yeah guys, it's gonna be fun. You guys will get to see all of the battles. I'm thinking maybe the next one I do, possibly a 2v2 tournament. But I figured it will be more interesting to do a ton of smaller tournaments rather than one really large one, plus the 64-man tournament is going to be hard to manage. I did talk to someone who has another channel, and we think maybe might, we haven't really discussed it at all, but we might do a bigger tournament in a similar fashion to this one, at least the style, for subscribers between our two channels around Christmas, kind of a holiday tournament. But besides that, guys, replays of that should be coming after November 9th, because that's when the tournament's going to start. If you have any questions or are interested in any of that, it's all in the subscriber group, or post a comment here. But look at my Steam group first, because chances are that your question is probably already answered there. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all next time with more.